Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be updating you on some more current latest news. We know the transfer window has now come to a closure, as we all know. I did my Stoke Man United preview earlier, but I'm still going to do things that are keeping up to date even though the transfer window is shut, for obviously teams have plans to get certain players in January. So I have been doing a bit of researching since earlier on, since I did my Stoke Manchester United preview. I've looked at quite a few reports, and a familiar name has actually been mentioned. 27-year-old Thomas Muller, now from Bayern Munich. Now apparently Chelsea, the press are reporting that apparently Chelsea are ready to go for him in January. It says Arsenal have interested. He said Liverpool have made inquiries regarding the player. It apparently did mention on a couple of reports that Juventus are interested, and it did say that Manchester United are slightly interested as well in the 27-year-old. So this is basically what the press has reported, because apparently Thomas Muller, who has risen up the ranks fantastically well with Bayern Munich. I think he's been there 9 years. He currently made his debut for the club back in 2008. He has been there 9 years. He did, at first part, obviously risen up the ranks, participated in the Bayern Munich reserve team. So yeah, he has been there 9 years, and apparently the current player may will to leave maybe next summer, maybe in January. Probably due because he's not getting put in his current preferred position. Plus, we also know that Bayern Munich, have got James Rodriguez in there now. We know Vidal's there and all that. Bayern Munich, obviously Renato Sanchez has left Bayern Munich as well. So it may be hard for him to get a first team spot in his preferred position, because basically we know he's a player that, his versatility is very, very good. He can play in a variety of attacking roles. He can play as an attacking mid. He can play as a winger. He can play as a centre forward. He can play as a second striker, a winger, as I said, a central midfielder. So his versatility is very, very good. I say he's in the top 5. As one of the most creative players in world football. But this is what basically the press had reported out regarding Thomas Muller. He could leave due to he may not be getting put in his preferred position. He's a player since 2008. He's been there 9 years now, I think. Yeah, 9 years. I think it's 9 years. Yeah, it's about 9 years. He has scored 168 goals altogether. I think in nearly 400. I think it's nearly 400 appearances that Thomas Muller has scored. So he scored 160. I think it's about 161 goals in nearly 400 appearances. He has also got 87. He's also got 87 caps with Germany, as well as Thomas Muller, and also he did for the 9 years he's been there. Last season, I think he only managed to score, was it 9 goals in all competitions, but I think the player did provide 12 assists, so the player did fail to replicate that form as he has done over the recent years with Bayern Munich. So he wasn't really that good last season, but very, very creative player. He's a player, that can operate space. He's good at linking up the play. He's good at setting up goals. He's very compassive. He's very tenacious, as I said, good at linking up the play. Good at operating space. Very fast with the ball. His passing ability is fantastic. His movement is absolutely fantastic. His genuine pace is fantastic. And he's proved he's a prolific scorer, for Bayern Munich in the past, and he's won. He's proved to be a winner with Munich. He's won so much honours with the club. As I said, 2009 and 2010. Obviously, they used to have Louis van Gaal as a manager. Bayern Munich did currently win. He won the cup double with Bayern Munich in 2009, 2010. He'd won the cup double. Wait there, guys. He'd won the cup double, and he performed in most of the games, did Thomas Muller. And then basically they did get to the Champions League final that year, but lost it. And then basically in 2012, 2013 as well, They currently won a historic treble as well, and I think that season Thomas Muller bagged 26. Was it 26 goals that season? They won a historic treble, you know, because there's teams over years that have done the treble, you know. I can remember, you know, back in when we did it in 1999. I can remember in 1967 when Celtic did it. 1972 when I think it was Ajax. 1988 PSV. I said 1999 Manchester United. I think Barcelona also did it in 2009 as well. So quite a few teams have done it over the years, but it's not been very often. So yeah, he won the treble with Bayern Munich also in 2012, 2013. As well did Thomas Muller. But yeah, apparently there's been... What? Yeah, in a minute. But, you know, he's a player, you know, as I said, you know, he's highly experienced. He's this player, highly experienced, you know. During his time, you know, he's won the FIFA Club World Cup. You know, he's won dozens of Bundesligas with Bayern Munich. He's won Champions League. He's won quite a few Super Cups with the club. He's won the Pokal as well. He's been voted top scorer before. He's been voted FIFA World Cup Young Player of the Season before. He's won Golden Boots, you know, he's won Silver Boots. So, you know, he's one of the most creative players, as I said, you know, in world football. Is Thomas Muller. You know, as I said, he's creative, he's tenacious. You know, he dramatically improve your midfield. You know, he can, as I said, his versatility, he's very, very good, and a lot of players these days are very, very versatile. So yeah, basically, it's did say Chelsea had spent just around about 160 million in the August transfer window. Arsenal, you know, only bought one player, so they sanctioned. Well, basically, they raised more funds than they gained more funds than they actually spent. So they gained more than they spent, did Arsenal. So Arsenal have to have the January plans as well. Liverpool have spent quite a bit of money in the August transfer window. They've made inquiries as well over Thomas Muller. And Manchester, we've spent about 148, 150 million pounds, something like that, on 3 players as well. And you know, Juventus, you know, have lost 2 of their key players. Obviously, they bought Matuidi, and I think they bought a couple of other players as well. So as this is from my set, see that Manchester United still need a winger, as Thomas Muller can play on the wing, he can play as an attacking mid, he can play as central, he can play as centre forward as well. So his versatility would be very, very beneficial if he was potentially to make a move to Manchester United, which I do doubt will happen. But he's got a good pedigree as Thomas Muller. The way that he's performed over the years for Bayern Munich has been absolutely sublime. Was a bit poor last season, but I think that's the only poor season that the player has really had with the club. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update today about Thomas Muller. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel, subscribe as always, and take it easy, and I'll see you later. Bye.